All right. Well, hello everyone. My name is Pierre. I'm with Chameleon Like, and I was telling some of you guys I'm in Houston, Texas right now. We are of a big line of journals and so forth that we make in Gilroy, California, in the Bay Area. But we also have a packaging division called Packed by Chameleon Like that is located in Houston. So, look, I wanted to share a few of my thoughts before I show you a couple of products that will be related to my thoughts somehow. But yeah, what a year, right? I mean, this pandemic was tough. I mean, as a traveling extrovert, it was 9 months or a year almost of torture. One of my friends told me, and he's also an extrovert. He told me, you know what COVID is? COVID is like a renovation, except your house doesn't get better. So anyway, I guess he had some marital issues there, maybe because everybody knows renovation can be tough on a marriage. Anyway, all right. Well, back now, the business is back, and we were our team have been kind of back working hard and trying to get all the machines back on, but we've been trying to really think, okay, how do we do this, right? Like, who are we? We had like a shutdown in California, a total shutdown for a big part of the year, and business has been tough on the journal side. And so we're like, this is time to reset. And what we decided is, do we really want to be bigger? And so we actually focusing everything on being better. And part of that journey or all that endeavor is the journey to become B certified, which we started shortly before the pandemic and put on pause a little bit. And now we're into it. And it's quite something. I mean, there's a lot of talk how sustainability is, yes, environment, but not only that, social responsibility, and then all that encompasses all this education. And B Corp really touches on all that, diversity. And we are working with someone to help us to become B certified. And she was telling us there is 40,000 companies right now trying to be that are in the pipeline to become B certified. And that tells you that tide is rising. Okay, so the consumer, there was talk how consumers are getting a little younger, and that's what they care about. Okay, and so as I look at that, we're into that journey for B Corp. We are a maker, obviously. We make in the USA, and being in California, we've always been very sensitive to the environment, and we have a European DNA as well, and quality. And I look what's hot in ASI, right? And this is, I guess, one of the new product that is hot in our industry. Yes, the little plastic thing, and you push, and it's supposed to, relax you, right? And this guys, this is not good for sustainability. And this is hot right now in ASI. I mean, I have a number of distributors. I start a demonstration before I can say anything. They tell me, "Oh, I love this product." I'm like, "Oh." Anyway, this is made out of PVC in China. It would probably be not legal to export in Germany, right? German does that PVC is like, no, it's really one of the worst material ever. And so this is if our industry becomes synonym to that, if this becomes what our industry people see our industry as, this is the worry, right? This is the concern. We don't want that, because if that's what we're going to become, those younger decision, they're not going to want to hear about anything promotional, and obviously we don't want that, right? So the key here, yes, exactly, it's the fidget spinner, Mandy. It's exactly that. So there you go. What do? We see everything through that angle of quality, right? Less is more. We're going to consume a little less, but we're going to consume better. Really, what John Borg said about the recycling aspect, having something that is recyclable. I mean, that's like saying you don't use child labor. Okay, it's almost like Hello, really? And so that's the minimum. The reality, John said, and I looked it up, and I put a little video on one of the chat about the story of plastic, which is kind of fascinating and scary. Only 12% of plastics are recycled, okay? And half the rest ends up in the ocean, believe it or not, or in cities, and then half of them is buried underground, literally, okay? And then 14% is recycled. Out of that 14%, only 2% is recycled into something that is as good or better, which they call upcycle. The rest is recycled into what becomes single-use plastic. Okay, so this is the plastic is really the recyclable. That it's about selling a product that is going to last. And so one of the part we came up, it's our Paper Zen collection. That material, it was in 2 years ago as the washable paper. They call it also vegan leather. It's the same material as the one you use for the jean tags. Extremely durable. You can wash your jeans as many times as you want. The jean will tear up before the label does, right? So it's extremely durable. And it's totally sustainable, made with basically paper fiber and latex, no plastic, no animal fibers, okay? And then what do? It's not just a journal, it's a refillable journal. So again, it's that idea of you're gonna use it and use it and use it. And so inside you have a spiral journal, obviously the paper is recycled, but I told you, that's not even the point. The point is you're gonna use this, okay? And then there's a little pocket in the back here. You can put your cell phone. Here it tells you that I have 7 minutes more to do on this whole speech. And then, so that's part of our Papers in collection. We have it available in a bunch of different colors that, everything is made in California, in Gilroy. So think about that, made in China versus buying local is a big deal, for the B Corp. They want us to buy from local suppliers. So different colors. And then there's one more thing, is when you buy this product, we added a give back element to it. There's a little flyer in each product that explains that. And basically, we partner with the organization called Donors Choose. And what Donors Choose does is that, for each dollar that you spend with us on this product, we give back 5% to Donors Choose. Donors Choose is something where you can go on their website and found directly a public school teachers project. So public schools, and a lot of them have been through a little bit of trouble and hard times during the pandemic, right? They can post a project on Donors Choose, and then you go and you can choose in your community. We do that, and if you place a big order, like a $5,000 order, then we can buy a $250 gift card, send it to you, or you can send it to your customer, and they can literally donate to whoever they want, through the website. So it's totally transparent, and then do that in addition to the fact that it's a great quality product. Okay, all right, now, packaging. I want to talk about that a little bit because, before the pandemic, packaging was already becoming something. And when I talk about packaging, I'm talking about the subscription boxes, right? The boxes, the presentation boxes that you send. Now, obviously, with the pandemic, it's exploded. Our factory in Texas has been very busy. And we think that with the hybrid model, it's not like everybody is going back to work. Trade shows are going to be a little bit smaller, maybe a little bit more social. The fact that you send the boxes product, and including promotional product, that's going to stay. We think that it's going to stay to some degree. And obviously, packaging is a huge source of waste. Okay, especially when the big suppliers in our space, commodity. They've done commodity packaging. They do a box. God forbid they buy it from Uline. You can look it up, Uline. We don't buy anything from them, but they buy a box and then they put a sticker on it. That's going to go in the recycle bin, maybe, but it's not going to be reused. So what we feel, if you're going to do packaging, have it have an impact, right? So have it something that really is people are going to remember. The ink that we use, this is a craft e-flute, 100% recycle. That ink is made out of algae ink, right? It's only available in black right now, but black on craft looks perfectly fine. We found out in the company in Colorado, and really cool. On top of that, no fumes. I mean, fantastic. And then when you open, we on the boxes, we suggest that you put, a little something so you can reuse that box, content, and then you can reuse it, store it, do whatever in your office and your home. And then inside, so that's our little thing. You please pack responsibly, okay? Drink all you want. You don't have to be responsible when you drink, but when you pack, please be responsible. And so what we have here is we have a foam. If you're going to send an award or a bottle, we're doing a lot of drinkware, and so you need foam, at some point, otherwise it's going to break. We have this really cool, so this is a black PE, polyurethane, recycled foam made in Houston. The tape in there in that tape gun is biodegradable. But we have this really cool foam here. We use at a top layer. It's a little pricey. It's actually made, you see, from a bunch of little foam scraps. Nike uses them for some of their sole in some shoes. It's really cool. By the way, if you want a sample of that box, Pierre at Chameleon Like, and even if you're a supplier, whatever, if you want a sample of that box, Pierre at ChameleonLike.com or on commonsku, obviously, and you get a free tape gun. There you go. What we have to is, packaging. Oh, Pierre, you have a beautiful box. Oh, but I know what's going to happen. You're going to put it in UPS and it's going to get trashed, right? It's going to get trashed. Well, no, because we have this, I have 3 minutes left. We have this bag that we use, we source. It's 100% compostable. It's from a B Corp, and we put, we use it as an overpack. So we put the box inside the bag, and the box arrives absolutely pristine without all the UPS labels and whatnot. We talked about that really quick. So when you get that box, we have no secrets, my friend. Okay, so everything will tell you where you can get that bag, where you can get that foam if you want, where we get it at least. Okay, and so that's part of transparency. As part of becoming B Corp certified, we're going to publish all our vendors, suppliers' name on our website. That's part of the journey. So look. This is really, really cool. Yeah, the overpack is, and it really, as I go off the air, I'll try to put it in, but it really works great. It's a little tight, and you want that, but you'll see, you'll put it in there, up, UPS label, and it arrives, and people will open it. It's going, oh, what's inside that black bag? Okay, so hey, look, thank you very much. I think I'm pretty much out of time, and I was not planning on taking any questions anyway. But thank you very much. This was great. Thank you. And if you want that pack, Pierre at ChameleonLike.com. I get you a sample of that box with all the information, or through commonsku. Thank you very much.